class on the lettering a little bit, and those single stroke letters we have discussed. So according to Bureau of Indian Standard recommends single stroke lettering for use in engineering drawing. So the simple form of letter are usually employed in most of engineering drawing. So the word single stroke should not be misconstrued to mean that the letter should be made in one stroke without lifting the pencil. So definition of single stroke lettering means, so the one stroke without lifting the pencil we have to draw. And the types of single stroke are two types. One is vertical and second is inclined. Next, inclined letter lean to be right, right, and sloping being 75 degree. So this is 75 degree with horizontal. Size of the letter is described by its height. So according to height of letter, it is further classified to two types. What is that is lettering A, and second one is lettering B. So lettering A type is the height of the capital letter is divided into 14 parts, while the lettering B type is divided into 10 parts. So you have to remember what is typing lettering type, lettering bracket A type and lettering B types, and the types of lettering A and lettering B. And lettering A types is divided into 14 parts, and lettering B type is divided into 10 parts. So according to height and width ratio, they are divided into many types. So the height of the lettering and numerical for engineering drawing can be selected from 2.5, 3.5, 5, 7, 10, 14, and 20 mm according to the size of drawing. So the ratio of height to width varies, but in case of most of the letters, it is 6:5. So this is height and width ratio. So the detailed characteristics of the type of lettering are given in table 1 and table 2. So these are the details for lettering. So letter height will be 14 by 14 h, and dimension in mm 2.5, 3.5, 5, 7, 10, 14, 20. And the height of the lowercase will be 2.5, 3.5. And just you go through this table, simply read this, no need to remember. And this is for table 2 for lettering B, and the ratio will be 10:10, and D is equal to H by 10, and the dimension are 2.5, 3.5. This is the height of lowercase letter 2.5, 3.5. Just go through this table. Next, we have to learn lettering is generally done in capital letter. Different size of letter are used for different purpose. The main title are generally written in 6 mm to 8 mm size, and subtitle is written in 3 mm to 6 mm size, while notes and dimension, figure, etc. in 3 mm to 5 mm size. So you have to remember the titles are written mainly in 6 mm to 8 mm size, and subtitle is 3 mm to 6 mm size, while notes, dimension, figure, etc. is written in 3 mm to 5 mm size. So these are the very important points you have to remember. Next, the drawing number in title book block is written in numerical 10 mm to 12 mm size. So figure 3 shows single stroke vertical capital letter and figure with approximate proportion. So let us see the what is the figure 3. So this is figure 3, and this is written in capital letter A B C D, and this is vertical types, and this is single stroke inclined capital letter figures shown in figure 4. This is inclined type, which is 75 degree from horizontal. This is figure 4, and capital letter, this is inclined type. So the lowercase letter are usually used in architect drawing. These are the lower letter. These are the lower letter. This is uppercase. This is lowercase. vertical inclined letter case alphabet shown in figure and 5. Here the vertical lowercase letter. This is inclined lowercase letter. Figure 5 and 6. The width of majority of letter is equal to the heights. So this is width and this is height. Equal space are there. Next, all letters should be uniform shape, slope, size, shade, and spacing. And the shape and slope of every letter should be uniform throughout the drawing. Next, for maintaining uniform in size, thin and light guidelines may be first done, and lettering may then be done with between them. So, for the drawing purpose, for lettering purpose, we have to first draw the lines. These are the first lines. Next, after drawing the lines, then we can lettering. Let us, for example, we have to write D. So after drawing the lines, then in between we can place the letter D. For maintaining uniform in size, thin and light guidelines may be drawn first. Next, lettering may then be done between them. The shade of every letter must be same as that the outlines of the drawing, that is intensely black. Therefore, H and HB grade pencil is recommended for this purpose. The spacing between two letters should not be necessarily equal. The letters should be so spaced that they do not appear too close together or too much apart. Judging by the eye, the background area between the letters should be kept approximately equal, and the distance between the word must be uniform and at least equal to the height of the letter, as shown in the figure 7. So the distance between E and P must not be so far and maybe equal space. These are the equal space A, this A, E and N, the letters, the gap between A, and N and G, the gap between A. So these are the equal space letters. So lettering should be done as can be written from the front with main title horizontal. That is when drawing is viewed from bottom edge. All subtitles should be placed below but not too close to the respective view. Lettering except the dimension figure should be underlined. So except dimension figure should be underlined to make the more prominent. So we have to underline all except the figures lettering. So that's all for the chapter lettering. Next, we have to read what is Gothic letters. Gothic letters are formed by thickening the stem of single stroke letter. So here the letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Here the letter A, let us example A is written in thick type. That means the A written in thick or thick nib type pencil. So this is called as Gothic letter. They are mostly used for main title of the ink drawing. The outlines of the letter are first drawn with the aid of instrument, then filled with the ink. So first draw with this with the instrument, then filled with the ink. And the thickness of the stem may vary from 1/5 to 1/10 of the height of the letter. So this is the height of the letter, and this thickness will be 1/5 of the height, or 1/5 to the ranging from 1/5 to 1/10 of the height of the letter. So figure 3.9 the show the alphabet figure Gothic with thickness equal to 1/7 of the height. This example is 1/7 of the this height. So these are the number and this is letter. What is lettering is Gothic letters. So that's complete the chapter 2, which is numbering and lettering dimensions. Next chapter is the chapter 3 is scale. So before starting the subject scale, we have to know what is a scale. So drawing of a small object can be drawn on the drawing sheet as the actual size they represent. For example, a paper of size 20 centimeter into 25, which is length and width, can be shown by the rectangle 20 centimeter into 25 centimeter on drawing sheet. Drawing drawn on the same size as object are called as full size drawing. The ordinary full size scale are used for the above drawing. It is next. It is not always possible to draw drawing an object of its actual size. For instance, drawing of a large object like building, large equipment, machine, etc., cannot be prepared full size as that too large. For example, we have to draw a drawing of an aeroplane. So actual size of aeroplane is much bigger than the your drawing sheet. So here we have to draw a aeroplane by some some fraction that called as scale factor. So a scale is defined as the ratio of linear dimension of an element of object as represented in drawing to the actual dimension of the same element or object. Data define this factor is called as uh, a representative factor, which is the ratio of drawing size of an object to the actual size we have to draw. So representative function is called as drawing size. That means we have to draw to the actual or true size. For example, if we draw a picture of aeroplane which is much bigger than the drawing sheet, then we have to draw this aeroplane picture to some fraction size or smaller size by dividing some multiple types. This called as representative factor. So for example, we have to reduce this for example, this is an object and this is the sheet. You have to this object we have to draw in this subject, this sheet. So by reducing this size we have to put in this sheet. So by putting this we can draw. So for this purpose we need for reducing scale, which is their value is RF value is less than unit. For enlarging scale, for example, we have to draw a pen, picture of pen in A4 sheet. So the size of pen is much less than the sheet A4 sheet. So we have to draw this pen, picture of pen, by enlarging it. So the value of RF will be greater. That means how much value we have to add or we have to multiply so that the pen will be bigger size. That shows that enlarging scale. So RF factor, this value is called, suppose this length is 5 and this length is 20 and we have to enlarge it 5 to some factor. That let us take, we have to enlarging it to 10 mm. So we have to multiply 2. This 2 is called as the representative fraction. So by this we have to enlarge the picture of the pen. So this is called as enlarging scale, and the RF value is greater than the unity. This 2 is greater than 180. And reducing, for example, we have to the picture of car, and this is the width is 20 meter and the size is 20 cm. That means 0.2 meter. It's just where the drawing sheet is, and the 20 meter size car cannot be drawn in 20 0.2 meter seed. So we have to divided this length by some factor or multiplied by some fraction to fit in the paper. So by dividing by multiplying 1 by 100, we can easily fit it. So 1 by 100 is less than 1. So RF value, that's multiply factor is called RF. So RF value is less than unity. So for reducing this scale, understand? Next is what is type of scale. So scale are type of simple or plain scale, diagonal scale, and vernier scale. So if you have any doubt in representative factor, representative fraction, please comment. And in the next class, we start from simple or plain class, plain scale, and diagonal scale, and vernier scale. So thank you.